everyone, and welcome back to another video. You might have realized over the past month that I've been gone for a little while. I took a little break. I was really struggling creatively and I just could not gain the motivation to film, and when I did film, I just never liked what I had made, so I just kept scrapping videos, and it was a whole struggle. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give myself a little break, give my brain some time to reset and calm down and all of that, and hopefully get back into the swing of things. And now I am back! I'm really excited to start making YouTube videos again. Hopefully you can stick with me as I, get fully back into the swing of things, but I'm super excited to be back and to keep making content for you and all of that fun stuff. So yeah. Now you might be wondering, Maddie, what is on your face? If you haven't noticed, let me just give you some time. These are my epic sunglasses, because today we are going to be doing the Epic American Girl Collector's Tag! So this was a tag that was started by Just Dream Studios here on YouTube. I will link her channel and her video of this tag down below and put it in the iCard, which is just here or here, one of these corners. So you can watch her video, you can see all the questions, you can do this for yourself. You can watch her other videos if you don't know who Just Dream Studios is. And yeah, I'm gonna take these off now because there's a glare and it's probably really annoying, and then we'll get into answering the questions. I have the questions over here on my iPad, so if you see me looking like this direction at all, it's not that I don't like looking at you. I love looking at you. It's just that I'm reminding myself of what the question is. The first question is, if you could purchase a double of any doll, which one would it be? I actually have a few answers to this. I think I really want a Melody just to keep as Melody, because obviously I have Melody. She's Gwen in my collection and I love her so much. But I also love Melody so much. Like, she is my favorite American Girl doll American Girl's ever made ever. So I think it would be really nice to have a second Melody doll that I can just keep as Melody. Another one I think, and I've actually been thinking about doing this for a while now, is getting another 37, because I have a 37. She's actually right behind me. I can show it to you. Don't fall. Okay. I have 37. This is Leonie, but obviously I've re-wigged her. She has much longer hair now, and it's still orange. It's showing up kind of brown on camera, but it's still like the same color, and I love her so much. I just really miss like the classic short-haired, green-eyed, freckled 37, because I love 37. She's probably one of my favorite Just Like You dolls. So I would really love to have another one that's just like classic 37. I've actually been thinking about just getting like a normal 37 wig and putting it back on Leonie, but the problem is, now that I've given her this like long hair, I can't imagine her without it. Like, this is Leonie. Leonie has long hair. And I don't know if this counts as a double of a doll, but I would really love another 28, because I have 28 technically, because I have my boy doll Max, who is a 28. He's made out of a 28 base. But I just really want a 28 that I can just keep as a 28, because I think she's a very pretty doll. I mean, it's James from Bugs Dolls, so like, I really liked 28, and I kind of regretted turning the one that I got into Max, because I got like a 28 in like perfect condition, like Pleasant Company era too. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, well, not Pleasant Company era, but like, you know what I mean, older American Girl. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is so cool. And then I turned it into Max, because that was my, like, that's why I bought the doll. But I don't know, as soon as I did it, part of me was kind of like, you shouldn't have done that. You should have just kept it as a 28 and bought a different doll to turn to Max. That's my answer. Melody, Just Like You 37 or Just Like You 28. I don't know if 28 counts though, because it's not technically a double, because I customized it into a boy. Question number 2 is, do you regret any part of your collection? And to that, I have to say yes and no. There's definitely times I've regretted stuff in my collection in the past, but at the current moment, I'm very proud of my collection and very happy with where it is right now. I've said this before, but I've sold dolls in the past, and if I'm not connecting with the doll and I don't want it to be part of my collection anymore, I would not hesitate to like sell it or give it to a different person. You know, I'd rather know that the doll is with someone who will appreciate it rather than just standing around with me who like being a doll that I don't really care about. I used to really regret getting Shiloh for a good like matter of time, but I don't know, lately she's really grown on me. Like, she's pretty high up on my favorite dolls, and like if you watch my ranking my dolls video, you know that at that point in time she was very low. She was like the only doll that I put in the lowest tier, I think. So, you know, dolls grow on you and then they don't grow on you, and sometimes you really like a doll and sometimes you really don't, and that's just how it works in my collection. Question number 3 is, if you could dress like any doll in your collection, who would it be? Currently, I think I dress the most like Leonie or Tegan because they both wear like very bright colorful clothes. Maybe more Tegan actually, because Tegan's very like skateboarder core is the best way for me to describe it, I think. Like baggy t-shirts, bucket hats, just like that kind of stuff. And obviously that's how I dress. She's also very colorful, which I am. I love bright, colorful, fun clothing. If you know me at all, you know that about me. I think if I could dress like any doll, I would dress like Madison or Gwen, because they're both like the total opposite of how I dress, but like I love that sort of style of like, they're both very like earth tones, plant mom, like I'll put examples on the screen. Yeah, I have always just loved that aesthetic of like earth tones, baggy sweaters, run away into the forest and hide and live the rest of your life in a cottage in the woods kind of vibes. So I think if I could dress like any doll in my collection, it would be Madison or Gwen for those exact reasons. Question number 4 is a doll that you think had so much potential but flopped. I'm gonna have to say Gabriella. I think Gabriella is a beautiful doll and she's so cute, and like her story, I've never read her story, but it doesn't sound like that bad. Like, I don't know, but I think she had so much potential, and she was like, you know, she was the very first black and the only black girl to year doll. Like, that's a big deal. I think she was very overshadowed by like the controversies, is that how you pronounce that? I don't know, surrounding her. Because, like, you know, there was she was a retired Truly Me, there was the Tenny, supposed to be the early year thing, there was, you know, the fact there was, you know, the perma panties and the bad eyes and the ugly packaging and just how American Girl was in general during that era. She was handed a really bad card, and it kind of sucks because I think truthfully she could have had a lot of potential to be like a big groundbreaking thing, but just because of American Girl being the way that they are, most people talk more about, you know, the drama that surrounded her than her herself. You know what I mean? So it kind of sucks. Question number 5 is dream goals for your collection. I'm actually really proud of like my collection and where it is right now. So I don't have that many like totally dream goals. For the more unachievable goals, I would love to have Melody's entire collection, like big ticket items and everything. Because like I said, Melody is my favorite doll American Girl has like ever made ever, and I would love to own like everything from her collection. I just love her so much. Another thing I would really like is to get Just Like You 4. I feel like once I get Just Like You 4, my collection will be complete. I have always loved Just Like You 4. I just think her face looks so cute. Like, even before I knew she was a rare doll, I wanted her. I feel like there's been a lot of drama I've seen on AGIGER lately surrounding Just Like You 4, and a lot of people being like,
you guys only want that doll because she's rare. So, that is actually kind of rude of you.
And I was like, I didn't even know that dolls could be rare when I decided I wanted Just Like You 4. Like, I just love her face mold, and I think she's so cute, and her bangs are so cute, and another thing that I think is a little not as achievable, but I would love if it one day happened, is to own Grace's Bakery, because I wanted Grace's Bakery so bad as a kid, and so I think it would just be cool to achieve that childhood dream of having Grace's Bakery. Will that ever happen? Probably not, but you never know. You never know. All of those are a little bit high goals, but I would be very happy if I were to achieve them. As for more reasonable goals, I would love to get every single Welly Wisher. I'm so close. I only need 2 more. I just need Kendall and Ashlyn. So I'm very close to achieving that goal and I'm very excited. I don't really think I have any other goals other than that. It would be really fun to complete Nenea's entire clothing collection because I'm already pretty close. I have like all the rare stuff, so I wouldn't need to spend that much money, which is kind of nice. Maybe another one would be to own a create your own doll. I've always wanted to create your own doll. I remember when that website came out and I would just play on it, like make all sorts of just random dolls and make up storylines for them and all that. It would be really cool to finally own a create your own doll. They're just very expensive, and then to have them shipped to Canada and have conversion rates and all of that is even more expensive, so I haven't gotten one yet. Question 6, how much have you spent on your doll collection? I have absolutely no idea. I wish I could tell you, and I really should be keeping better track of this, especially now that I'm older and I'm getting like, you know, big kid job adult money, because I really should be putting more thought into like what I'm making and what I'm spending and what I'm spending it on, but I am not doing that. Maybe that will be my goal for 2024. That's weird. Is to like start a spreadsheet so I know how much I've spent on dolls that year. I guess I could do that right now and just keep track from this point on, but yeah, I really should get better at knowing. It's a lot. It's probably a big amount, but it's an amount that's been like accumulated over almost 9 years. So yeah. Question number 7 is, which doll did you buy the most recently? And this is big because I've never shown her on YouTube yet. You've never seen her before, so I'll show her to you. 1 second. This is the doll. Her hair's a little bit wonky right now. Ignore that. This is the doll I have purchased the most recently. It is Yvette Peters, and I'm so happy I have her in my collection. I did not think I would get her because she hasn't been available on the Indigo website for the longest time. But just randomly one day, she went back on sale, and to get to her page, you have to do like this like weird backdoor search glitch sort of thing. So I didn't know if it was like real or if it was just a glitch in the website, but I was like, okay, you know what? I have the money right now, and I've been wanting this doll since she came out, so I'm not gonna like risk it. I'm just gonna try, and if it doesn't work and it's just a glitch in the website, you know, Indigo will give me my money back probably, so there's nothing to worry about. And then she came, and I'm so excited. So yeah, this is Carmen. I've renamed her to Carmen. My friend on Instagram, Willow Dollies, actually recommended that name, so thank you. And she's so cute, and I love her so much. And she has kind of a wonky face, but I don't really mind because, you know, it was a doll that I had just sort of given up hopes on getting, and then she randomly became available again, so. I've never been able to show her to you yet because when she came, I was on my little YouTube break, so. I'm very excited I can showcase Carmen to you now, and she's so cute, and I love her, and I really need to get a pic for her hair because, I mean, it's looking a little frizzy. Not that it's like not supposed to be frizzy. People always give this doll like bad reviews because her hair is frizzy, but I was like, she has natural hair. Like, natural hair is gonna be frizzy. There's probably more implications to that, but I'm not gonna get into it. Question number 8 is, do you have any doll stuff in the mail? And I have 2 things from Etsy shops. One hasn't shipped yet, one is on its way, and then I have a custom order from an Etsy shop that's still being made, so I don't know if that counts as something in the mail. But I recently bought something from Ali Cat Loves AG here on YouTube. Her shop, Pacific Doll Co, did a release this weekend, and I bought something from it. I am actually so mad at myself because I was gonna get 3 things. I was gonna get the thing I got and then a hat, and I added it all to my cart the day of the release, and for some reason, I don't know, I just had like an ADHD moment or what happened, but I never actually paid for it. I just put it in my cart and left it there. So I did get 2 of the things I wanted, but the hat I wanted sold out, unfortunately. So I also got something from yesterday, actually, just thinking about it. I got something from Cypher Crimson, who did a Barbie movie release, and I was so excited for that because I watched the Barbie movie fairly recently, and I loved it. I'm actually gonna go see it again, so you can tell my opinions on it based off of that. I ordered a sweater and a pair of pants from that release, and then I have a custom order from So Mickey Creations on Etsy that is currently in the production of being made, and it hasn't shipped to me yet. I don't even know how far along it's being made it is yet, but yeah, that will come to me eventually too. And I'm not gonna say what that is because I want to make a video on it because I'm very excited about it. So yeah. Question number 9 is, what is the largest amount of dolls you've bought at one time? And the answer to that is 2. I bought Corinne, who is Tegan in my collection, and Gwen, who is Lonnie in my collection. One was a Christmas gift from my friend. The other one I bought for myself. I don't know if that counts. I got them both at the same time though, so it counts in my mind. Question number 10 is, how long have you been an AGtuber? This is a little bit confusing, so let me go over this. I started this channel in 2018, and I uploaded on it, not very frequently, but I did have uploads. And then 2019, 2020, I got really active uploading on here, and I was having a lot of fun, and I was uploading a lot of videos, and I was getting a lot of subscribers. And then 2021, there's a number of reasons as to why this happened, but the main reason is my grandma passed away in 2021, and she was always my #1 supporter of my doll collection. So because of her passing away, I had lost pretty much all of my interest in dolls just because I could not look at them without being sad. And it was a very hard moment for me. I just lost interest in dolls. I logged out of my AGIG, and then for some reason, for some really smart reason, I decided to delete pretty much every video on this channel. Didn't make them private, didn't make them unlisted, didn't have a way of archiving them. Nope, just deleted them. They're gone. So that was fun. And then very end of 2021, so I pretty much counted 2022 because it was the last week of 2021, I had started gaining interest in my dolls again, and I was having fun. And then I was you know what, it would be really fun if I brought back my YouTube channel, but I didn't want to make a commitment to this YouTube channel because YouTube's a lot of work. So I don't want to make a commitment until I knew for sure that the being back into dolls thing was staying. So I was okay, I'm gonna give myself a year. If by the end of 2022 I'm still into my dolls, I will start up my YouTube channel for 2023. And so here I am again. Clearly I stayed interested in my dolls because 2023 I started my YouTube channel back up, and it is what it is now. I don't really know. I guess you can say I've been on AGTube since 2018, which is, when the channel started, but realistically, Super Fun Dolls, as you know it right now, has only been around for a couple months. So there's 2 answers I can give to that question. Question number 11 is, how long have you been an AGIGER? I have been an AGIGER. I created my account when I got Madison, literally the day of driving home from the American Girl. Well, actually, we were staying at a hotel. I think it was the second I got into the hotel room, I went on Instagram and I created my AGIG account, if I remember correctly. I've been on AGIG for around almost 9 years now. My 9-year anniversary would be when did I get Madison? November. My 9-year anniversary of me being on AGIG in general is November 13th. I know that number. But I lost interest in dolls as I sort of got older, so I logged out of that account 2016 and then came back 2018. So the AGIG account I have right now, I've had for almost 5 years. My 5-year anniversary is coming up in August, but me being an AGIGer in general has been almost 9 years. Just like my AGTube, there's 2 answers to this, and it's kind of confusing, but I'm a confusing person, so yeah. Question number 10 is, doll you want the most in your collection? I'm gonna do one that's an achievable goal, and then one that's a little bit a crazy goal. Crazy goal, just like U4 or just like U11. I would love to have one of those 2. I think the Addie mold is so cute with bangs. So literally any Addie mold doll with bangs, but I really like Just Like You 11. One of those two is like my super high unobtainable goal. And then a more reachable goal is I don't know any of the new numbers. I would love to have the Truly Me doll with the pink and purple hair. I think she's so cute. I know the dyed hair dolls get a lot of like smack, but I love them for obvious reasons. Not that you can tell right now because my hair's like a gross color because I've been like in chlorine swimming in pools most of July. Or the one with the Joss mold and the bangs and the highlights. Again, I don't know any of the new numbers at all, so I'll put a picture of her. And I would also really love Nikki Hoffman. I love the Joss mold, so I'm really glad they're like making more dolls with it. How many dolls do you have right now? I have 23 dolls that I count as part of my collection, and then I have three off-brand dolls. I have a Glitter Girls doll, a Jenny Girls doll, who was my very first 18-inch doll ever, and a My Life As doll. Two of those three I bought from thrift stores or garage sales or whatever purely because I wanted the outfit they were wearing, but that's a story for another day. And then I also have a American Girl doll that currently doesn't have any eyes or hair, and I really need to get around to customizing, but I haven't yet. I say as of my collection right now, like not including those dolls because I don't really count them as part of my collection, I have 23. Question number, what number are we at? Question number 14 is, what is the cheapest doll in your collection? The cheapest doll in my collection is Caden. I got him for $10 off of Facebook Marketplace because they thought he was a Journey Girl doll. He was in very rough shape when I first got him, but it was super fun to like fix him up and turn him into Caden, and like now he's such a special part of my collection, so very much worth the $10. Question number 15 is the most expensive doll in your collection. I have never paid more than full price for a doll, so there's your answer. All the dolls I paid full price for, which is a good amount of them. Question number 16 is the most valuable doll in your collection. Probably Noelle, who is my Nelly doll, just because she's in super good condition, like her hair is pretty much brand new. I also have her full meat outfit, like with the tights and the dress and the shoes and the bow. And I've seen that Nellies with their bow can go for like a fair amount. So, question number 17 is the very first AG store you visited. I've never visited like an actual American Girl store. I've never left Canada before, so I haven't been able to visit any of them. But if we count the specialty boutiques and like the little stores inside of Indigo, the very first one I ever visited was the American Girl in the Yorkdale Mall, which was the very first American Girl to ever open in Canada. Cool facts. Question number 18 is closest American Girl store. If you count the specialty boutiques, because I don't know what's going on with those. Does anyone know what's going on with those? I have no idea, because like people are saying they're closed, but like now I'm seeing pictures saying, oh, they're still open, they're just smaller. And like the thing on American Girl's website used to say that it's closed, but now the thing on American Girl website says that you can just order through Indigo online, or that like some of them are still open or something. I don't know. I went on such a long rant, I didn't even tell you the answer of which specialty boutique is closest to my house. It's the one in the Yorkdale Mall. But like actual stores, the one in the American Girl, what? I meant to say the one in New York City. Why was that so hard to get out? Question number 19 is dream historical doll. I don't know. If you asked me this before Claudia came out, I would say a doll from the 20s because I love the 20s. I loved learning about the 20s in school and all that. But now we have a doll from the 20s, so I kind of got the doll I wanted. I don't really pay much attention to the historical. Obviously, as you can see, all my dolls I modernize, so I don't really like care much for the historical line. I get dolls more because I think they're pretty and not because it's like a time in the history that I like. And last but not least, oh my gosh, we're finally at the end. Question 20, Dream Girl of the Year doll. If you asked me this before Joss came out, I would say a competitive cheerleader because I'm a competitive cheerleader and I like so badly wanted a competitive cheerleader doll, and when we got Joss, I freaked out. I would really, 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 really love a Girl of the Year doll who is autistic, because I am autistic. I don't know if you knew that. I just think back all the time to like when I was American Girl's target demographic, like 10, 11, 12 years old, and I used to be so ashamed about the fact that I was autistic, and I thought like that was something I had to hide, and like autism was something I had to be afraid of and like be ashamed of and not tell other people about. And like I remember when other people would figure out, I would like cry. Like I would go to my room and cry. Like I was embarrassed by it. If I had the representation of like an autistic doll back during that era of my life, I think that would have helped me a lot. And I know a lot of other people want one because there's a lot of other autistic collectors in the American Girl community. That is my dream Girl of the Year doll. She can have like any special interest, any sport that she likes to do. She could be another dancer for all I care. If she's autistic, I will buy her and love her. The only thing is, I would love to have an autistic doll, but I would really love to have an autistic doll that is portrayed properly, because a lot of people are still supporting bad companies like Autism Speaks that want to like cure autism and all of that. And like we don't want to be cured. We just want people to accept us, you know what I mean? So, well, that is all the questions. Hopefully I didn't miss any. If I did, I'll sneak back in while editing and answer it. I know it was a little like blabbery. I like watching blabbery videos, so hopefully you don't mind. It feels like we're talking to each other, you know? It feels like we're having a conversation, even though I'm just talking into the abyss right now and you're just listening. It was super fun to answer these questions. I hope you got to know me a little bit better. I hope you got to learn my collection a little bit better. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, do all the YouTuber things. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time.